Hello folks, this is Stan from Watershed Watch, coming to you from Salmon territory. I just wanted to give you a quick update on our salmon farming work. There's a lot happening right now, and it's quite a pivotal moment. As you can see, here is our beautiful province that we all live in and share, and I'm really getting excited about exploring some new regions this summer. So I just want to talk about our incredible province here. We do still have open net salmon farms in British Columbia, but things are really moving, so it's quite exciting, and I'll get to that in a moment. Of course, south of us, we have 3 jurisdictions that have proceeded to disallow or do not have salmon farms. California, they're banned. Oregon, they don't even have any. And Washington State most recently passed a law that will transition the industry, Atlantic open net salmon farms, out of the water in a few years. And then way up north in Alaska, of course, they are banned there too. And we're seeing some significant movement in British Columbia too on the same front. Just want to highlight there are 3 really big regions in British Columbia where there is a lot of salmon farms. Approximately 1/3 of the industry is in the Broughton Archipelago right here. And then approximately 1/3 of the industry is in the Discovery Islands, and then a big chunk also is on the west coast of Vancouver Island. And we also have a few farms in the Central Coast area around here, and a few farms on the north end of the island, a few in Seashell Inlet. But those are kind of the big areas. The big areas I want to talk about in the Broughton Archipelago. Significant movement is happening as we speak to transition that industry out of the area. Thanks to Alex Morton for starting this whole movement decades ago. There she is on Sointula there, and or near Sointula, but really the leadership came from the First Nations in the Broughton Archipelago, and they are working with the industry and the province to transition them out, and that's happening until 2023. And we also have the Discovery Islands area. Again, this incredible place, but it's a massive bottleneck for migrating salmon, and of course there are salmon farms there, and wild salmon can't avoid the farms, so they migrate by them and are exposed to sea lice, parasites, and viruses and bacterial diseases. But the Minister of Fisheries late last year announced that, guess what? Farms are being removed from that area as well. So we're seeing farms being removed until June of next year. We are involved in some legal challenges. The industry is kind of fighting a little bit on that decision. However, so far we are proceeding on time, and it's really spectacular to see. And then again, of course, there's this whole west coast of Vancouver Island. There's farms in and around that more northerly region and central region around Clayoquot Sound. But we have momentum going, and it's a pivotal moment right now because this federal government currently committed and promised to come up with a plan to transition fish farms from coastal BC by 2025. They made this commitment a couple years ago. I'm going to suggest to you that we haven't seen a lot of action on that front, and work from them. Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Fisheries Terry Beach, whose riding resides in Burnaby, North Seymour, was tasked with coming up with a plan and was supposed to report out to citizens, I think already, and I think that report has been delayed, so we're getting the sense that they are stalling a little bit. Now we're coming up to potentially a federal election, it sounds like, and so all the parties are likely scrambling to come up with platforms for their campaigns, and that is why it's so pivotal right now that we get citizens to contact their MPs. So if you could do that, we need to get salmon farming on their platforms. They need to hear from all of us, and please, you could do that at this website right here, and we can get it on the platforms and get farms transitioning out at least by hopefully next June, because one more key point is that the vast majority of all these licenses, for these federal licenses for fish farms, are expiring next June. So that is a pivotal moment that we can get more action and more farms out of the water, but it's not going to happen if we don't all rise up. So please, again, thank you. Take action on our website, and yeah, thanks, and have a great summer. Okay.